ShadowDoge repping once again one of the community suggested builds, and of course if you have a gun build to suggest, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below. But using the LMG for me with the recommended parts, for the muzzle we are using the Armscom 2-step AM22, for the barrel we are using the Vulcan BP15, and for the stock we are using the Armscom AC10 sharp. Now with characteristics I forgot to show is that of course for the scope we are using the standard iron sights, which give us about a zoom of 1.30 off my head remembering this, and also remembering that the quick mag dramatically reduces the reload time at about 6.67 to about 3.37. now using it compared to its standard LMG, we find that the damage does not change, but the recoil does decrease, which is a positive to the weapon, of course using the last stock. And also sad to say that the spread in the aim, the hip and the movement sadly increases, which is not too much of a bad thing using the LMG. What I tend to do, I like to enjoy taking the natural part of the spread being so random. I tend to get headshots more or not, but using this build was a blast. I had a lot of fun using this build, of course, because I get like a professional killer with a build, which I don't tend to use. Something to point out is with the iron sights, it isn't actually the iron sight which you use standard if you're using a weapon without the front part. It actually takes advantage of, I'm not even a gun person, BLR didn't teach me that far, the tip on the end of the barrel, and it uses that for the iron sights, which is pretty interesting, and I enjoy using this weapon a lot. One thing I did find is if you were able to, you know, put them in the zone and track them, like as in hitting the first 3 bullets, you would obviously always get the kill in most cases, and getting headshots were pretty fun. And most of the time if you were able to get the first bullets, you would of course be on top. And as you can see here, headshots are more common than not common, and it was really fun using this build, I'm not gonna lie. But one thing to point out is the fact that it didn't have too much of a range was something difficult. For a scope I tend to use is the holo, not to be confused with the Elo Tech, which is the holographic sight, and I did have a lot of fun using this. I don't think I would recommend any improvements. I feel like it was fun. I used the daylight tag because I feel like tags at the moment don't have too much of a big, you know, influence, and daylight tag is pretty much the most OP unless you want to use something better for spread like the horseshoe, which you unlock at about level 40. But watch me get this kill right here. I jump over this noob like what oh my goodness, this build had me hyped. I think I was playing at like 1 in the morning. Once again, I'm playing games late. I need to stop doing that coming to about like April. But Vertmillion, I really appreciate this build. It was really good to use. A lot of you guys have been suggesting LMG builds, and at the moment I'm going to try and cover all of them. There is another one by Slippery Snail which I am convinced it is possessed. It reloaded on its own. I will show you a clip next video. But I found that LMGs are slightly not overpowered, not underpowered, but perfectly in the balance, and gun balance in this game seems to be pretty good. The only thing I'd actually kind of, you know, change is a bit on the bull pump auto, because it's kind of strange. In my opinion, it's kind of strange. But using this LMG, it was of course shows you the natural with the damage, which is pretty much standalone, that it packs a lot of damage, a lot more damage than heavy assault rifle, but of course not as much damage as an AMR, the anti-material shotgun. I don't wish for that the anti-material rifle. But using this build, let's say I don't think there's any improvements to be made. Obviously you could add toxic ammo, which, you know, toxic ammo, I'm just sick of saying that anymore. The toxic ammo, I'm just too sick of it. But this build was a blast to use. It was a heck of a lot of fun. As you can see, I get the professional killer in a bit, but this build really does show what the natural ability of the gun with just its standard iron sights can pretty much do. And it seems to be a lot better than using something with a high zoom, which would be something like a Silverwood, cause Tech or something like that. But it was really fun. I really enjoyed it, and I really think it deserves about 7 out of 10. To improve it, perhaps use the holo sight. And that is pretty much it for the next video. I will be reviewing another LMG. Don't forget to suggest your builds down in the comment section below. ShadowDoge out.